All right, peace, love, and light. This is just going to be your reading for the moon in Aquarius. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me or see more tarot, all of that information is, as always, in the description below. So go ahead and check that out by clicking the title. And while you're there, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. So we are going to shuffle up our cards and say our prayer first, and then we shall begin. So, dear the Divine God, our Holy Father, Yahweh, and our angels, thank you for being the highest form of good in our lives, for keeping our heads on straight and straying us away from negativity as best as possible. And thank you to the angels for the assistance they have brought today and assistance they'll bring during this reading. Right now, I'm asking that you guys bless and protect this space as well as the viewers, and myself, to ground us in our energy, Lord, so that way we know what messages to receive, and to gift us the keen discernment to know what to do with the knowledge received as well. Please grant us the ability to keep our personal opinion and bias to the side if you so choose, the strength to continue on, and the clarity to focus. And anything else that you deem worthy for this reading, please allow us to be the vessels to receive and deliver. Amen. Ashe. All right, let's see what is going on for this moon in Aquarius. What's going on for this moon in Aquarius? We have the spiral coming out. I don't want to take the card behind it. I feel like that was just stuck. So we have the spiral coming out. What does the spiral speak about? The spiral, I believe, speaks about growth. Renewing the self. This is a descent into darkness. And then it's backed by taming the wind. We have to control our emotions under this moon. We have to control our emotions under this moon because it's possible for us to descend into darkness. It's possible for us to get into rage or anger or depression. It's very easy for this to happen. So we have to watch our emotions and control our emotions under this moon. What else do we have? The corn in the reverse. This descent into darkness while controlling this moon. This descent into darkness can cause us to lose out on experiences or the abundance that we have. And it's only through the descent into darkness, it's only through us acting on our negative emotions that we will be losing out on experiences or things that we have. Everybody is sensitive during this period of the moon. Everybody is sensitive. Let me pull one more card. The Ancient Ones. Yeah, everybody is sensitive. Some people may have sympathy for you, but that may be, it's backed by the smoky mirror. Yeah, some people may have sympathy for you. Some of your friends, some of your family, they may have sympathy for you and they may take it easy. They may see where you're coming from, but other people will not. So you have to really watch your emotions to make sure that they don't lose out on an experience or anything that's going on. All right, let's go ahead and dig a little deeper. See what's going on with this moon in Aquarius. All right. feel this card at the bottom is the most important. The 7 of Wands in the reverse comes out with the 8 of Wands in the reverse, which is telling me it's this card at the bottom that's the most important. The 7 of Wands in the reverse. We may be feeling unsure of ourselves. We may be feeling less confident. It's something that is boiling our emotions that's going to make us lash out. It's something inside of us. It's something that we have to deal with. It is not the outer experience. The outer experience may be the tip, maybe the cherry on the top, but it is an internal experience that is bothering us, that'll make us lash out under this moon. What is this internal experience that I feel? I feel like I can channel it. Hold on. Is things not going right? Things not going your way? It's you being a victim. It's your victim mentality and the emotions behind the victim mentality that got you thinking that things won't go right, things don't never go right, things don't never go your way, things never go how you want them to go. It's your victim mentality that is coming to the surface and asking to be dealt with. So how is it that we need to deal with this victim mentality? How is it that we need to deal with this victim's mentality? How is it that we need to deal with this victim's mentality? Moderation and self-control, restraint from surrendering to it. We need to pull our thoughts before it pulls us down into a darkness. We need to stop ourselves from thinking negatively. We need affirmations that need to be said every time that you catch yourself thinking negatively. Say an affirmation that can pull you out of thinking that way. That is how you need to deal with it. That is how you need to heal, is to make sure you do not surrender to it, because it has chance to pull you down into the depths and into the darkness, and having you upset that these situations are occurring, or it's going to make you look for these situations that aren't occurring, or whatever the situation may be. But you need to catch yourself every time that you begin to think negatively, or when you are thinking negatively, and you need to pull yourself out of it so that way you can feel better and feel good about the situation and circumstance that you are in. What else do we have for this moon in Aquarius? Ace of Pentacles. That loss of life comes out and gets confirmed. That loss of something with the Ace of Pentacles, you not having it. The descent can cause you to lose out on the abundance that you have, or situations. It produces a worry and a scare inside of you that things won't go your way, so you neglect the situation, or you decide not to go into the situation. You decide not to deal with the situation because you believe it'll hurt, it won't work out for you, so you just go ahead and miss out on experiences that are meant for you to have. With this Corn card, the abundance that we might miss out on is what is directly meant for us. Is blessings that are being bestowed upon us, and it is prayers that are being answered that we may miss out on because we think the situation may not work out for us. This abundance that we have is directly meant for us to receive and us only to receive. It has our name on it. It has our energetic signature on it. These are things that are supposed to be for us. But this descent into darkness may possibly be a bit of spiritual warfare, trying to stop you from receiving your blessings because of the fact of I don't know why I just went blank. That goes to confirm it might be some spiritual warfare. But it's some spiritual warfare set upon you for you to not receive your blessings. Yeah, I just went totally blank. Demons hate when they're recognized. This is spiritual warfare. But this is to pull you into this descent of darkness, to get you into this rock bottom phase, they want to keep you into some type of depression in order for you to not be yourself, in order for you to not be the light, in order for you to not be the one that gets answered. Hold on really quickly. Okay, sorry about that. I had to answer this phone call. I gotta rush through this reading because my sister is coming to get me in a second. But demons don't like when they're recognized, and they want to keep you in this depressed state. They want to keep you in this negativity. They want to keep you in this depression so that way you don't be the light that you are and shine upon others and spread this goodness that you naturally are and naturally have. So to pull yourself out of depression, this is the same way that I healed my depression, by catching those thoughts that would take me down into a spiral and switching them into positive thoughts and doing something positive and distracting myself from thinking that way. And then I never began to think that way again. So that is how you battle that depression, to make sure you're not losing out on any experience. The Four of Wands. See, that is how that good fortune comes back into your life and you live the life that you are supposed to be living. This is prime ground for you to get up and out of depression, because you are now aware that your thoughts spiral you into a depression, so you can catch them before you actually hit rock bottom. If you know where a situation is going, you don't have to reach the dead end to find out. So you can go ahead and get those negative thoughts and catch them and change them into something else before anything happens to you. And I feel one last card. Justice is backing this card, and this card is the Empress in the reverse. There's a bit of remorse here. And this card also speaks of being in lack. There's this energy of feeling sorry for yourself. Do not pay attention to that energy, and I am warning you on this. Do not pay attention to feeling sorry for yourself, because that is just another tactic to pull you down into depression in a new way. This is a fight that you have to participate in order for you to truly get out of depression and get out of negative thinking. This is a fight for you to participate in. And you have to participate in it because this is for your livelihood. This is for your happiness. This is for your joy. This is for the fruits of the Spirit that are allotted to you under the word of God. This is for the things that you need in order for you to be happy. You have to fight in this depression, and your job is to pull yourself out of it. Your job is to stand back up on your feet. Your job is to make sure that you don't go into those spirals, into those holes. You thought yourself into it, and you can think yourself out of it. All you have to do is change that thought into something positive and distract yourself from thinking that way. Go ahead and get active and get busy in your life and help yourself in this warfare and help yourself out of this experience. This is how you begin to live a better life, a wonderful life, a joyous life, in accordance with this wheel of fortune and this promise, in this promise card, which is the Four of Wands. This is how you begin to live better. And the Lord is promising you right now that you will have better experiences if you catch those thoughts and change them as they are happening. You will pull out of this. So that's all that I have for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to book a personal reading with me or see more tarot, all of that information is, as always, in the description below. So go ahead and check that out by clicking the title. And while you're there, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. Peace, love, and light. And as always, be great.